So Matt, remember what the park used to look like before the flooding?
Yeah.
It's so crazy to see it now with all the sand on the landscape and no irrigation, no electrical. It just looks like such a different site. What happened on February 12th of 2017, our community was evacuated. Over 188,000 people were asked to leave the area. It was a mandatory evacuation due to the spillway crisis. A wall of about 15 foot of water came down the riverfront and flooded our entire park. The initial reaction was one of shock.
Trees were down, limbs everywhere. Tables were strewn about. You know, the park was basically inaccessible.
June 23rd was our phase 1 cleanup day here at this site. What prompted the cleanup day was I had sent out an email request to multiple agency leaders that I knew in our community, just basically saying, help. We need your help. If you guys can assist in any way possible, we're looking to plan this June 23rd cleanup. It's a one-day event. We'll see what we can get going in that one day and see if there's a potential to get this park back open by July 4th. We knew it was a long shot. It was going to be tough. There was a lot of work that needed to be done here, and there was a lot of help that was needed. In that request, I just made it very clear to these agency leaders that, you know, being a small district with a small budget, we didn't have a lot of the resources we needed to get that done in a timely manner. And if we could pull together as a community and get this site back open, it would make a huge impact for our community. The response was overwhelming. I was shocked and humbled when agency leaders started emailing back immediately, we want to help, we will do whatever we can do, what do you need? It was that moment that I realized that I had a much bigger project on my hands than I had originally thought. Some of the major players were state agencies like Caltrans, CAL FIRE, DWR. They all stepped up and said, you know, we have the large equipment that you don't have. We have the vac trucks that we can vacuum out the storm drains. We have dozers. One of the major players that stepped up in this cleanup was the company Kiewit. Kiewit is the company that actually won the contract for the spillway repairs. And when they stepped up and said, we want to help and we can donate services, I thought, here we go. June 23rd was the day of the cleanup. It was extremely hot that day, 107 degrees. We started with a briefing of the day of operations and how that looked.
We all looked at each other and said, hey, we're going to start from one end to the other, and we went about our business. So the coordination was there, which was great. So we brought out about 28 inmates with 3 officers.
There are no words to describe how great it was to see all the different agencies working throughout the park, everybody coming together for one effort.
Everybody wanted this park back. I mean, it really was. This is such a piece of our community. All the agencies, you know, the state agencies, the local agencies, everybody got together and really wanted to do what we could to just help get this thing back on its feet, because we live in this community too, and we know what it means to everyone to get it working.
It was really exciting. It really goes to show what you can do as a community when you pull your resources together. When things like this happen and your community's in crisis, you can either pull together and work together as a team, or you can fall apart. And our community is one that it always pulls together, and so by pulling together all of our resources, we knew that we could get this park back open in time.